This ain't Twitch. What the hell are we looking at, Pedro?
It was a battle royal, Jay.
I was like, where's Sky Low?
Hola, amigos, and welcome to the Markout Mania.
Yeah.
Jay's like,
Woo, here we go, baby. One Rumble weekend, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Pedro Boy, aka Texan Spaniard, and of course, with me is James the Extreme Sorno, aka Jim House. How you doing?
I'm good.
I understand.
Good, my friend.
I understand you. I understand your house is pretty full.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, but my grandmother passed away on
yes.
over on Monday.
You and your family.
Right. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So we're having an influx of family flying up from New York. Flying down from New York, enough from Miami, coming from across the country, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And, a lot of them will be staying here with me. So it's going to be fun times, I'm going to have to start suplexing people if they get out of line, clothesline here and a clothesline there. You know how shit is. But otherwise, I'm ready for the Royal Rumble. I am hoping I can watch it tonight with everything going on because it'll be a nice distraction. I want to see. I'm waiting the return of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and hopefully we get a nice surprise. I don't want to see Jay White show up.
No, Jay White's not going to show up.
I don't want to see none of that.
Okay, so I've seen a few people throwing this out there because the BT Sports or whatever did some tweet or whatever. But look, Jay White still he's going to be fighting Okada in the next month, for the title and a rematch from the Wrestle Kingdom. So he's not showing up at the Royal Rumble. I mean, and it'd be a dumb way to debut him because it'd be like an AEW thing.
Yeah.
I what I mean by this is the fans will not know who the fuck this guy is. They will just see a lean, or in their eyes, a skinny New Zealand guy with facial hair and whatever. Like they'll just be like, "Who is this skinny dude? Why is he?"
Yeah.
They just won't. The crowd will not know who the fuck he is.
Okay. Beat Brian Bell. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Brian Bell. Yeah,
you're a crack.
he's gonna win it all. He's the biggest man, keeping kayfabe alive.
Yeah, I don't want to see Jay White. You're absolutely right, Pedro. No one will have any clue. Who is this skinny guy with an accent? You know what I'm saying? Nah.
I mean, that's not how it's gonna happen with him. I just don't. He's not people keep pointing to AJ Styles. AJ Styles was different.
And the Royal Rumble was in Orlando then.
Right.
And he was already known in Florida,
Yes.
Because of Impact.
And this is very important. This is very important for people to understand. TNA and Impact, when AJ Styles was there, had much larger viewership.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they were at Universal Studios, remember?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like on TV.
Oh, yeah.
The ratings were much bigger than even say what people are getting now. I mean, like WWE ratings on TV now is basically what TNA ratings were at one point in time.
Yeah.
And that was bad. That was considered bad at the time. The landscape has changed a lot. But
you're right. I agree. We Brian Blair. I agree. It is not the place they did They debut him, but Pedro put up a good point. He still has a few matches left with Okada. He still got some stuff going on in New Japan. So I don't think he's going to come to WWE. I don't want him to come until Vince is completely gone from the WWE. And I mean completely gone. You know what I'm saying? So, no.
Well, I was gonna say maybe we should wait for Zeus, but Zeus probably is not going to care too much about the Royal Rumble. Let's run down the Royal Rumble real fast.
Yeah.
So
want to do the card? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a bunch of matches on there too?
There were more matches, but it seemed like they streamlined it down.
There's like a lights out match or some night out match or some fucking, I don't know.
Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight, and I'm not even making this shit up. Okay, I'm not making up. This is what it says on what do you call this thing? Wikipedia. Wikipedia claims they are going to be in a Mountain Dew pitch black match. Now, I don't know what a Mountain Dew pitch black match is.
It's sponsored by Mountain Dew, I'm assuming.
Okay.
They're going to drink Mountain Dew and whoever finishes wins. Get the dew. Do the
dew. But that's what it says here. Mountain Dew pitch black match.
A pitch black match. Now, Uncle Howdy's going to interfere and he's going to probably beat both of them up en masse or beat Bo Diddley Dallas. Even though I wish it was Vinny, but it's not. It's Bo Dallas. But I mean, because I would have loved to be Vinny Marcella. But
right.
I don't know. I'm really not interested in the match. I like LA Knight. I like Eli Drake. But I think they're wasting him.
Mountain Dew pitch black flavor.
Yeah. Beat Brian Black.
Bianca Belair defends the Raw Women's title against Alexa Bliss. I don't really care about the match.
I've seen this before.
Roman Reigns. This is going to be one of the things that everyone wants to see. Is going to defend the undisputed Universal title against Kevin Owens.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Well, yeah, because the whole bloodline thing. The
whole thing with Sami Zayn.
Yeah, this past Monday on Raw, all the bloodline stuff was tremendous. Did you ever get around to it?
I finally caught it. I didn't see the whole. I DVR'd Raw, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the bloodline stuff.
Yeah. The trial of Sami Zayn was incredible. Yeah. The stuff with Sami Zayn filling in for the Uso who got injured to help the Usos retain the title against Judgment Day. That was tremendous.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole thing was just...
That's the best storyline in wrestling right now, the bloodline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says, Sami Zayn's the fucking man. He's killing it in this.
I mean, he's been killing it for a long time. I mean, you remember last year around WrestleMania, we were giving him props for making the stuff with the Jackass people work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, yeah.
And so, I mean...
Yeah, but he was killing it in NXT, too. I mean...
But that was a whole different role in a way.
Yeah, well, those matches with Shinsuke were unbelievable,
Right. Well, and just think about the run up to him winning the title from Neville or whatever. Yeah. What's Neville's name? Pac or whatever now is. Pac,
Adrian Neville. Yeah, Pac. Yeah, Pac or Kick or Dick or Flick or whatever his name is. Yeah,
Dick Flip. The whole run up to that was great. Like that was good NXT times. And then you had him winning the title. You had Kevin Owens turning on him.
That whole story. I was there for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, that stuff was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian, I agree. I mean, but we haven't seen an angle this good in a long time, And it has multifaceted. I mean, you could branch off into many storylines, all based on this one storyline too. That's how you know it's good, because you can get into the Solo Sequoia thing, you can get into the Jey Uso coming to Sami Zayn rescue thing. You can get into now they actually split the titles again, so only the SmackDown titles or the Raw titles are going to be defended. So it's a whole. They're actually running the gamut, which is as they should. It's good television. Finally.
I mean, this goes into the Rumble. Like,
Yeah.
you can have so many potential winners of the Rumble this year. Like, I literally,
Well, it's got to be
I
Cody
can't
Rhodes.
predict.
That's a built-in storyline right there.
I can't say for certain it's going to be Cody. It could be Cody. That one makes a lot of sense to me. But
And
it could
he
be
beat
Seth.
Reigns.
It could be Sammy. It could be a bunch of people.
If Sammy wins, that'd be kind of hot.
I mean, it could really be. And let's not forget, it could fucking The Rock could fucking show up at the
no,
Rumble and
I'll be
win
upset
this.
if that happens. I would be so upset if that happens.
But it's on the table, is it not?
Yeah,
The Rock versus
it is.
Roman is on the table. I mean,
although I'd like to see Sami Zayn versus Roman, that'd be kind of hot.
I mean, so many things can happen with.
I agree.
This.
I agree, Pedro.
It's unbelievable. Like, so many things could happen.
Yeah, it's good television. It's good storytelling. It's everything about it's good. It's intriguing. It's keeping my attention. You know, I actually wanted to watch SmackDown last night, and because a lot of family stuff going on, I'm mad that I missed it. And I'm never mad that I missed SmackDown ever.
Well, no, James, that's not true. You've been wanting to catch. You've been unhappy about missing SmackDown quite a bit lately.
Yeah, it's true. Sure.
So I acknowledge you have been more into the WWE thing than we have for certain.
Yeah,
you've been more hip to what they're doing than we have.
Yeah.
My concession has been like the storytelling and presentation has improved a lot since Triple H took over creative. It's the in-ring that I don't agree with everyone on. The in-ring is still pretty much the same stuff. But I know everyone's like, you haven't gotten into the modern stuff, but I just
you got to cater to today's fan, Pedro. I mean, even though
I know, but I'm an old
like
person.
it, but you can't let AEW do it, and then the fans go nuts, and WWE like, wait a minute, all of us have the even better athletes at some point. All of us can do that too.
Brian Bell is saying Elimination Chamber is in Montreal. In his opinion, that's where Roman. That makes a lot of sense because Sammy's from Montreal.
Sense.
Kevin Owens is from Montreal.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
It would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
That will make sense. If I have Sammy go over, well, I mean, you can have Sammy go over and do a dusty finish. So
a lot of people were. Well, before I get into that, going back to this, so many people can win the Rumble potentially. I don't have any idea what to do. I wish I could watch it live. I won't lie. I wish I could watch it live. I can't. But the Rumble is not the same if you can't watch it live.
Right. It's not. It's not. Because instead of enjoying it, you'll be overanalyzing it.
Yeah, and you don't have that thing of who's coming out next, what's about to happen.
Right.
Like
exactly.
All that's out the window.
So. Everybody knows that Cody Rhodes is back, so he's not the surprise entrant. Who's the surprise entrant? Yeah, because you got to have at least one. So
Well, Zeus King Dark isn't here yet. It's him.
It's him. Zeus King Dark enters at number 30. And he beat Santino Morella's record. 0.1 second he lasted in the Rumble.
He gets in the Rumble. He promotes cryptocurrency, and then
it's on He runs out and pulls him out.
I shouldn't joke about the cryptocurrency thing. For anyone who has Instagram accounts, it seemed like you remember Melissa, right? From Way Too Real.
Yeah.
So I know it happened to her, and now it seems to have happened to Zeus. So I'm a little concerned myself. Like that seems to be making the rounds through our circle or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. If I start promoting cryptocurrency, know that this is not me. Just let me know if you see me promoting.
My regular account should be safe because it's locked, but my gym house is public, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, gym house, gym house wants you to invest $1,000 and get $6,000 back.
Yeah, eat one. But it should be an entertaining Rumble. On the women's side of it, I mean, you're gonna have your usual suspects. I mean, it's always fun to see the classic ladies come out. But
I've heard rumblings that Victoria might appear.
I've heard that too. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it would be nice to see. She was always one of my favorites. I used to love the Widow's Peak.
Mm-hmm.
That was an awesome finisher.
Victoria was in that time of the Divas. She was one of her mom, Holly, Jazz. They were like the best. They're like the best workers.
B. Brian Bell actually wants us to go on the record as who will win.
I have no clue. I have no clue. I'll
let you go. DraftKings this shit. No, I you know what? I want to say Cody Rhodes just because it makes sense, but I mean, if Sami Zayn enters it, the crowd's going to be behind Sami Zayn all the way.
Mm.
As long as it's not The Rock or Cena, I'm fine. I honestly don't know who's going to win. Honestly, I don't. I honestly don't know, and that's what makes it fun for me. Yeah, because I can usually predict who's going to win, but I honestly don't know. So, I mean, conventional wisdom says Cody Rhodes because it makes sense. But when does the WWE do anything that makes sense? So there you go.
Brian Bell says, I think H will go with something less obvious. Brian Bell's predicting Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins might be that. That's a choice. That's a choice. So Bobby Lashley would be nice. I mean, Roman Clash. But it would be, I can see Rollins,
Yeah, I think Bobby Lashley's got Brock Lesnar on tap, right?
Oh, yeah. They're fighting tonight, right?
No, I mean I think they're lining them up for WrestleMania.
Right. Who's Lashley fighting tonight, or is he in the Rumble?
I think he's in the Rumble. The Rumble. Let me see. They have announced competitors.
Well, what are the regular matches beside the Rumble? Because you said
we went through them there. It's Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
Right. After
Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw title. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens Universal title. That's it. They had more matches. They had more matches listed, and they seem to have just peeled them off this past week.
I thought Charlotte was defending her title. No.
Yeah, she's not anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, but let's see. Announced competitors: Kofi Kingston, Santos Escobar.
Ooh.
You're booing El Fantasma?
I for the Royal Rumble.
Right. Thumbs up guy. I mean Ricochet. Austin Theory. Seth freaking Rollins. Bobby Lashley.
Know who I want to see win?
Who?
Gunther.
Well, he is announced for it. Gunther's in there. Baron Corbin, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Omos, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, who jobbed
Strowman.
Yeah, Karrion Kross lost to Mysterio last night.
Really? He did? He jobbed to Rey?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dominic Mysterio, Prison Dom.
No.
Everyone go nuts. It's Prison Dom. Xavier
How about
Woods.
Rhea Ripley? So she's having balls lately.
The Miz and Brock Lesnar is announced for the Rumble. I did not know this. Oh, it's just last night. The Miz and Brock Lesnar were announced just last night. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Only 19 people have been announced. So that leaves like what, 10 people we don't know?
Well, no, you got Sami Zayn. The Usos will probably be in it. Probably have Solo Sikoa. And then, you have your special, your surprise. Don't be surprised if you see Edge as well.
Well, these are who's been announced as of this morning. Only 19 of the 30 people have been announced. You want to know who has a smaller field to announce? the women. Only 12 women have been announced out of 30.
Austin Theory. Oh my God, if he wins, that'd be.
Oh,
brutal.
wait. Zeus. Only 12 women have been announced out of 30.
Hello.
Austin
Yes.
Theory. Oh my God.
There we are.
Zeus.
What's up?
Yo,
Zeus.
sorry.
It had me stuck in the backstage.
Yeah, sorry. I was away in another tab, so I didn't see.
He was selling Bitcoin.
No.
I was in another tab, so I didn't see Zeus. I'm sorry.
Zeus is busy making $6,000 deposits.
Yeah, he's busy. He's busy getting that cryptocurrency money.
Oh my God, man!
Sign me up, big
I
guy.
don't want to talk. So I hope that shit stops.
Yeah.
I hope it stops because
I'm concerned about it, Zeus, because it hit Melissa and now it's hit you. So like,
yeah, so
it's making the rounds.
That's why I got it from her.
That's just like herpes. You catch it, you're done.
Something. Yeah. So now I'm gonna have to either try to figure out how to delete that thing or something. I don't know.
Zeus preparing for his Rumble entrance tonight. He's working with producers. Yeah.
Yes. Zeus is gonna be. We're announcing it right here on the Markout Mania. Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder, the Road Warrior Scholar, the college graduate.
If I get around any more computers, I'm gonna be busting those up. You know.
He's gonna enter at number 30 with Tanahashi's is heavy.
Yeah, you're gonna enter with computers as your weapon. You're gonna use a laptop as a. Do y'all remember that one Rampage, that AEW thing that I bitched about in the last 2 years where
man, I ain't got time to list all the shit you bitched about.
Tablet, like he used like an iPad to knock out Pac. It was like the softest blow ever with this little skinny iPad thing. It was the most ridiculous thing. It was such bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, how you doing?
How you doing, buddy? We were just talking about the Royal Rumble. It's tonight.
Who's winning, Zeus? Predict right now. I'm just.
Royal Rumble.
I don't know. I kind of leaning on Cody or Sami Zayn.
That's Sami Zayn. See, there you go.
So, sounds like a consensus is forming. Cody or Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Bell thinks Seth Rollins.
As long as it's not The Rock.
Or The Rock is not. They don't have enough money to pay The Rock.
Well, they were talking about Roman Reigns and him at WrestleMania. So
yeah, well, they're talking about stuff, but shit never happens like that.
That's true.
I mean, he's just not gonna do it. Like I said, they would have to pay him so much money. Like they're gonna have to pay him like, I mean, if I was The Rock, it'd be like $100 million.
Yeah. It's signed over.
I want $100 million. I want it in cash, and I want it delivered to my house the day before WrestleMania.
Yeah, do it Jeff Jarrett style.
Right.
Yeah. So, I just want it to be a good. I just want it to be an entertaining show. I'm sure it will because the Rumbles are pretty good. That's one of my favorite PPVs. Oh, I'm sorry, premium live events of the year.
As one of your favorite PPVs, you can't take a PP break during.
Hello. I'm not interested in the single matches except for obviously, because you do want to see Roman Reigns.
Owens,
yeah, because that's going to be, it's part of the bloodline because it's been awesome television so far. It's been really good.
Yeah, Zeus, I was saying earlier that we were both saying that the trial of Sami Zayn, and then the stuff with Sami Zayn filling in for the Uso in their tag title match on Raw was just tremendous, like television. We were talking about this. It was just like fantastic wrestling television.
It's amazing how you can have such good storytelling and on the same show have shitty storytelling. It's mind-boggling.
But it's kind of always been that way for a long time, sort of.
Now,
I mean,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the
Okay.
caveat to my picks. My picks are made based on the stories and, conclusions and how things have been going. Now, if Vince is truly back, okay, then Brock Lesnar is winning it.
Oh, don't say that, Zeus.
He was announced. He was announced last night being in it.
Night. Yeah.
Right.
He was announced last night.
He would dip back into that again.
Yeah. Fucking Vince will fuck everything up as normal. Vince, I'm gonna inject the cancer in my company. Yeah, yourself, you bastard. It's brutal.
19 of the 30 men have been announced so far. The women's side, only 12 out of 30 have been announced.
Hey, Zeus, I need you to fly to Texas and be the 30th entrant. Okay?
And which one? The men's
my student advisor, she's there. Her and her husband are there.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
and they got a meet and greet thing with the Undertaker too.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he's doing like a little show, and then
he's doing like a Q&A. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I hope they get some puffy tacos while they're in San Antonio.
Tell him to clothesline Dominic Mysterio for me. Okay.
Oh no, Prison Dom is the bomb, James.
Prison Dom is the bomb.
Isn't he more
Prison Dom,
like
I'm a
jail bomb? Isn't he more like jail Dom?
He
didn't go to prison. Like he went to
he was in jail for 6 hours.
That's the joke, dude.
Yeah, that's the joke. He
Like
was in
as
jail
part of
for
the
6
Hill,
hours.
as part of the Hill thing, he's acting like he was in prison, and everyone's like, he was
holding
just in
holding
jail.
Cell Mysterio.
Yeah.
yeah. Holding drunk tank Dom.
Yeah.
But like a Hill, he's exaggerating his experience or whatever.
I want Rhea Ripley to enter the men's Royal Rumble because she's been getting in everybody's face lately.
Well, yeah, she is listed as one of the competitors for the women's, of course.
I thought Solo Sikoa was going to hit her that one time.
Oh yeah,
like,
me too.
Yeah.
Let's see: Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vega, Emma Bailey, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Lacey Evans, and Xia Li. Those are the people announced so far.
Now, okay, cool. Now, actually, here's an interesting theory. What if Solo Sikoa gets into Rhea Ripley's face again, or the other way around? I should say tonight. Do we see the returning Naomi as part of the bloodline to beat the shit out of Rhea Ripley?
Maybe. Maybe. Are we doing like a Curb Your Enthusiasm thing? Maybe.
I don't know. I just wanted to be the show. I'm not interested in Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. I just can't get into the Bray Wyatt shit. I find it boring.
Brian Bell says, I don't think Rock is showing up, but what do you guys think about the Stone Cold?
I mean, he's another guy. He's a concussion away from being a vegetable.
Right. I mean, if he shows up and just stuns somebody, that's fine. But I don't want him in the Rumble.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if he comes back and like stuns Vince, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. And then that's it.
Play the music, drink some beers, leave.
He's blown up by the time he gets to the ring anyway, so it'd be brutal.
Gonna have to drive another beer truck to the
So I mean,
it'd be funny is like he drives a beer truck to the ring, he kicks ass, he does all the beer drinking and everything, and then he gets back out to drive back to backstage, and then he gets pulled over and breathalyzed.
That'd be hot. There were rumors that he was offered big money to face Brock or Roman. Yeah, Brian Brown? Really? Wow. Not for nothing, but if I'm Austin, I'm like, I don't think you have enough zeros in your checkbook because he's like you said,
he's not going over.
Away. No, he's not going over. But it's like you said, he's like one concussion away from being held together by duct tape. I mean, this guy is beat up,
Yeah.
He was he was at WrestleMania last year, but it was like kind of a smoke and mirrors match. I know.
Yeah, Kevin Owens carried him. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. I mean, all Kevin Owens did was just take, a fucking bump after bump. And you're not going to do that with, Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry. No.
I'm trying to imagine Brock Lesnar just bumping around.
He's not going to bump. He ain't bump. Yeah.
Look, I've already seen a man use a keyboard as a weapon to the fullest, and his name is New Jack, and may he rest in paradise. Because there's nobody that's sling around a mouse and a keyboard like New Jack, and then put a computer monitor on your junk, and then hit you with a golf club. Hit it with a golf club.
Exactly. Exactly.
A total aside, I just want to say Super 7 are evil. They're evil company because they want all our money, and they've released a figure reproduction of the Shogun Warriors Rodan, and I want it terribly, and I hate them for making me want this terribly. Just getting that out of my system.
Brock Lesnar jobbing or bumping. Remember when he punched the fucking Braun Strowman for real in the face?
Yeah. Well, he
was like, slow down, bang. And Braun Strowman looked like he was like daydreaming on his feet. It's like, which way did he go? I don't want to see Rock. I don't want to see Cena. I don't want to see none of that.
James, of that. You will not see Cena. You can't see him.
I can't see him.
Damn.
Brutal.
Wow. Pedro.
I don't want to see
the catch line, the catchphrase.
You are treating James worse than Noah is treating Okada.
Oh, ouch! Dang.
But it was the catchphrase. You can't see me, remember, John?
Yeah, but James just had shit going on with his eyeball.
I wasn't thinking about that, Zeus.
Obviously. Either that or you're a huge asshole.
I wasn't thinking about the thing with his eye. God.
I mean, you just made a comment about it the other day. You're like, I hope your eyeball's feeling better.
I know.
Now you're like, fucking, you can't see shit, James.
No. Look, but John Cena has a whole deal about you can't see me.
Pedro.
And James is saying he doesn't want to see Cena. And I'm like,
this is what happens. This is how you dig yourself into a deeper hole.
Yep.
You're just down there with a shovel, just digging, digging it down. There you go. Let's move on to a comment here from Brian Bell, our only viewer right now. Brian Bell says, even I know James had eye problems. That was fucked up, Pedro. Double White H says it's the year of the rabbit, but for Pedro it's still the year of the dog because he's an ass.
What? What'd you say?
That was good.
I said Double Y Double H says even though it's the year of the dog or the year of the rabbit, for Pedro it's still the year of the dog.
The doghouse. The year of the doghouse.
Zeus, that was awesome.
Oh my goodness. I just didn't think about it. Oh my goodness. It's funny. My on Thursday, I had
Pedro been walking around all week with a fucking eye patch like a pirate, and you do that shit. God damn!
Look, on Thursday we had to take my dad to the VA to get his eyes looked at because he's been having an issue with his eyes. Like he's been seeing double vision and stuff. So we had to deal with that. So you think the eye stuff would be in my mind because we just dealt with that on Thursday.
Oh, Pedro.
Sorry, James. Sorry.
I thought it was funny, Zeus. Zeus just came out of nowhere. It's like, hey.
I like that he even has YYH doing Phantom.
I know.
That's right. I get the yeah.
He booked double I, double H in this angle.
That's right.
Oh, that was funny. I tend to think if Stone Cold shows up, it would be post KO Roman. That will interrupt Sammy's tough decision to prolong the Sammy bloodline story. Yeah, that's an idea. That could be. That could be. It could be Brian Bear.
Did you call him a bear?
Yeah, I meant to say Cocaine Bear. I said Brian Bear. I was thinking about Cocaine Bear.
When does that movie come out?
It should be, I think, it's the first week of February, if I'm not mistaken, or the second week, something like that.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. So I don't know. It should be good. Should be good. I'm looking for Zeus. What's that
February
kid's name?
24th. February 24th.
Zeus. What's that kid's name who fucking kicked Okada?
Shidihara? I don't know.
It's like Kiyomona or some bullshit like that. I can't remember his name. I shouldn't say bullshit.
Got some fucking balls.
Yeah.
I want Okada to pile drive him through a fucking truck.
Or just one of those Japanese tables. It's,
Yeah, them shits are hard. Well, you really dumped one.
They'll be fighting on that Noah pay-per-view.
Damn. They won't show that?
It's going to be on a Noah show. It's on Muto's last show. KG Muto's last show. Because as Zeus is pointing out, he could Space Wolf. What is it?
Space Lone Wolf.
Yeah, Space Lone Wolf.
Space Lone Wolf. Final show. Kokushi Muso. Final show.
What about his gimmicks he had before Muto?
White Ninja, Super Black Ninja.
Yeah. There's a lot of final shows Muto can.
That's right. He could keep on doing them.
Brutal.
I mean, he had a show. This man literally had a show that was called The Final Moonsault, and yet it was not his final moonsault.
He was Leo Rushing it. Oh man!
Well, people actually know when Muta comes back, and
yeah, I was gonna say no one cares.
It's not just an announcement on somebody's Twitter feed.
That is true, but you have to go away first in order to come back. Am I right?
Yeah.
Sometimes fucking Leo Rush never goes away.
It's funny. You remember Leo Rush?
He's like luggage. You keep him forever.
You remember when he was Bobby Lashley's manager, his mouthpiece?
Yeah, he was really the most entertaining he's ever been.
He was really great at that role.
Yeah.
He was really good, and he was like, "No, I'm missing out. I'm too good a wrestler." And it's like, "No, you're a flippy little bitch. Like, don't worry about it.
You're too good a wrestler. What are you, 5'5", $110? Shut up."
Like this is your best money making opportunity right here, right now. Is doing this.
Yeah, and he was over.
Yeah.
Idiot. The losers of grandeur. This is what happens.
Yeah. How are you? Zeus, are you okay? Are you not talking?
No, I'm fine. I don't have a lot to add to this.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you're still like I'm not talking to you, insensitive.
Yeah, really. Well, now that you mention it. All right, James, I'm just going to be addressing you for the rest of the show.
Let's do it, baby.
Damn.
Oh man. I don't know. You said only 9 women were announced, Pedro?
12.
12. Only 12 women were announced?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope we don't get like surprises.
The
hologram
of Moolah is showing up.
Hold it. I just realized something. It's in San Antonio, Texas, right?
Yes.
Thunder Rosa?
No,
right?
Come on, James.
No.
I don't know.
The crowd is not. This is like the crowd is not going to know who Thunder.
In her hometown, they won't know who she is.
No. James,
Come on.
James, let me tell you
Not
something.
WWE fans.
Thunder
That's true.
Rosa,
That's true.
Thunder
That's true.
Rosa has been
true.
to the Buc-ee's. It's this chain of stores. She's been to Buc-ee's in Madisonville, which is just like 20 minutes or so away from here.
Mhm.
I can guarantee you, no one knew who the fuck she was at Buc-ee's. I can almost guarantee you, she goes through San Antonio on a regular basis, barely being recognized.
Driving a Prius.
And we like Thunder Rosa. It's not like we have a thing against Thunder Rosa, but it's just a reality, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, like for wrestling fans, you know, wrestling fans that watch, you know, not WWE stuff know who she is.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's very popular. I mean, you know, there's a WrestleCade. You know, I saw she had plenty of people there. There was another show that was, you know, before AEW started, you know, where she was like literally had more people than any other table combined.
All right.
Like she had more people. Like there was at least 100 people in her line at one point at this one show at Bank Convention Center.
Right.
So, she's very popular in the non-WWE sphere, but she would need to be, you know, she would have to be really introduced in a spectacular way and to be able to, you know.
It's the Jay White syndrome. Yeah. Because nobody in WWE would know who Jay White is.
Yeah, we were talking about the some people have been fantasy booking Jay White debuting at the Rumble, and I was saying they're not going to do that because no one is going to know who he is, and the WWE audience, they're not going to know who this guy is. They're just going to see the skinny dude and be like, well, who the fuck is this little dude? You know, they're not going to know.
Yeah.
No, they definitely need to build him up. They need to bring him in and build him up if that's where he's going. I mean, you know,
They wouldn't be back Sasha Banks, right? No. Right? No, they wouldn't back Sasha Banks.
Sasha's totally going to AEW, James. What are you talking about?
Well, that was the whole thing, and she never showed up. That was fun.
They're just building up to like a 6-woman tag match somewhere,
they
James.
had the graphic of her showing up and everything. It didn't happen. My new partner is Tony Storm. Oops.
It's gonna happen just down the road.
Yeah. Brutal.
I mean,
well, I'm sure all the legends are gonna get a run tonight, right? You know, you're gonna have Lita. You're gonna have, you know, all the legends will get their run.
Do you think so? Well, maybe
for a minute, just for a pop, you know, just for an entrance. Yeah.
Lita's used to having runs happening on her, so
Damn.
Oh, if there's anybody that needs to hang up the moonsault, it's Lita.
Hell yeah.
She's about like a half-inch clearance away from re-paralyzing herself.
Last one she in the Rumble, that was brutal.
She really shouldn't do that move anymore.
Yeah,
we said it for a while. Yeah, she was never good at the move when she was young.
She shouldn't have been doing it anyway. The minute she got her neck fused, hello.
She was never good at the move when she was younger. She was always on the edge of messing up, and so
she should just stick to Hurricanranas. That's it.
To me, it's like Saya Kamatani in Stardom. People are like, "Oh, she does these moves," and I'm always like, "She does these moves on like she's so close to disaster every single time she does them, every single time." And then when she has like these incidents where she injures people or she gets hurt herself, people are just like, "Oh, well, but she's the only one doing these moves," and you're like, "She shouldn't be doing them." Like she's so close to dying or hurting others. I mean, how many people's faces does she have to break? And they're like, "Well, it was an accident." Accidents happen in wrestling. Well, yeah, especially when you're on the verge of having an accident every single time you do the move.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially Lynch.
Sometimes people don't know when to stop doing shit, you know. It's like
I don't know. It should be. It should be. I just want, I want all the. I like to see Victoria. I want all the girls to come out because it's always a good time with the girls. You know, it's always fun. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like Molly Holly? You know, I mean, she's awesome.
You think she's gonna? She might. She has appeared in the other ones. So.
Yeah, she might. Even if they don't do any moves, even if they get eliminated. I mean, you're like 8 seconds in, just for the pop,
I'm trying not to have unrealistic expectations on things. I secretly really want Kana to appear as a dark version of herself, like the Joker clown version, but I know that's not going to happen. We're not going to get that version of her here.
No, with Vince there, no.
Well,
but although I heard rumors, okay, I heard that he's been quote unquote had to stay. Part of his deal of him coming back was staying off TV and staying out of creative, and I've heard he's done so, quote unquote. I don't know if there's much truth to that, but I heard that was a condition of him coming back to oversee the sale of the company. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but he hasn't been on TV, and so far, all the storylines haven't really changed drastically, if at all.
My main thing about that version of Kana not appearing is that when she did that gimmick in Japan, she wore a lot of Nazi gear. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest about it. Okay,
yeah.
And I just feel like they don't want to. Yeah, but I can see people looking it up and trying to make a deal out of it. If it appeared in the WWE, it not appearing in the WWE, people go, we want to see it. And when it appeared,
they named Gunther the UFO captain. What the fuck? So.
I mean, Zeus booked that, so
Yeah, he did book that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just the whole array of people that they have. I mean, they got plenty. Yeah, got plenty of talent to throw out there, however they want to.
I mean, do they need
NXT women will appear? So
yeah, exactly. Do you need Asuka at this point? No, you don't. I mean, it'd be nice, but you don't need her.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, what would they even do with her if she debuted?
Right. Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything. So
right.
James, I heard Nikita injured herself, or I didn't.
Yeah, supposedly she injured. I didn't see what happened. I didn't because I wasn't able to watch NXT this week, but I heard she injured herself. Yeah, I got to get more in depth into that.
Talking about someone who's not very good that people make a big deal.
Yeah, she's overrated.
About.
Yeah, she's definitely benefiting from her looks.
Yeah. Do you know who they're really starting to push? As like that real low down dirty bitch heel. Fucking Cora Jade.
Oh, okay.
And it's working. She's over as that nasty bitch heel. She's getting over as that. As that vulgar type of heel. Not Lacey Evans vulgar Zeus, right? But
never seen such a vile human filth like Lacey.
I mean, come on! If you couldn't tell that was staged, you're an idiot.
Forget the Dudleys and who knows all these people.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, anything they said was just pales in comparison to.
I mean, even when Shayna Baszler did that thing with Dakota Kai, it's like, this is your fault. I mean, that was devious and evil, and it was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Vile.
Yeah.
Oh, it's vile to
Vile.
fake high five a child at a wrestling match. My God, I was, I had like nothing but air and opportunity between me and Arn Anderson, me yelling at him, calling him Baldy and stuff in 1985, and I'm 14 years old, 5'10" and about 112 pounds. What the hell was I going to do if he decided to,
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he scared the shit out of me. Yeah. Vile man.
Wow.
Vile man.
Yeah. Lacey Evans. Brutal. That's another one that they have no clue what to do with. She's a big girl. She's a good-looking woman. She's got some ability. She's not the greatest, but she has some. She's green, but you can do something with her, and they're doing absolutely nothing. She's a fake on Monday. She's a face on Monday. She's a heel on Tuesday. She's a face on Wednesday. She's a heel on Thursday. They have absolutely no clue what to do with this woman. None.
Hey, I go back to something I said in the past. Remember those matches she had with Natalia? Natalia got decent matches out of her, so she can be led to something watchable.
Yeah.
But we say this with a lot of people. It was like Naomi. Naomi was, you could license to print money with Naomi. The look,
yeah, they dropped the ball.
Gimmick. Yeah. She didn't have much character, okay, but she had the look. She had, I mean, the gear. You could just make so much merch off this woman. You just have to put her in angles and have someone lead her around. The stuff they've done with Bianca, they could have done all this with Naomi like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And they didn't. They're just like, for whatever reason, they just like, here's your token little title run, and now nothing. So, I mean, they do this with lots of people. I don't know. But that's every wrestler. I mean, talking about people who don't do anything with anyone, the AEW doesn't do anything with all kinds of people. So it's just a wrestling thing in general.
Did you watch that Jay Briscoe tribute match with
I haven't seen any of it.
They have Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal?
Yeah, the last 3 days I've been too busy to catch any.
They were actually on. Like on Dynamite. Actually, Warner Brothers Discovery actually changed their stance after. Yeah, and they allowed Briscoe to be on TV, and I saw the whole thing. It was a good match between. Well, they two always had good matches in tag teams or singles, so there was no. You knew he was going to get the same shit. It's a typical Lethal Briscoe match, but it was good. And, like the crowd was chanting Jay Briscoe's name, and all the wrestlers came out. Everybody, it was a nice little tribute. It was good. I mention it because I'm happy that Warner Brothers relented and did the right thing for once,
Well,
put the bullshit aside.
It's a shame it took a freak car accident.
Yeah. That's the problem, I mean, it makes no sense to me. But then, if you're not, you're not aesthetically pleasing. It's fucking wrestling, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, was Bastion Booger aesthetically pleasing? No.
Yeah, but don't you feel that really like that Ring of Honor's dead?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. I don't know what Tony Khan is doing with it. To be honest with you, I have no clue.
It's all just it's just like it's just like WCW, in WWF, it's just a name thing only.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're trying to have programming or whatever, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't matter what they call it. It's still not, Ring of Honor. Because it's being run by these guys.
Yeah, it's not.
It's being run by a whole another company. So,
James,
No.
you said you don't know what Tony Khan's doing. Guess what? Neither.
Neither does he. Yeah, I know. God.
He go whichever way the powder goes. That's right.
And let me tell you, AEW fans swear by him. They think he's God's gift. Trust me, I've heard it. Tony Khan's the man. Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Lord Lux wherever he is.
Bong.
See, and let me tell you something. So, like, I came in earlier this week, and I talked to my advisor, and like I said, she's her and her husband, they're there, for the Rumble, and neither one of them have got to see a Rumble before, so they're excited, and just to talk wrestling, like lighthearted, just like, oh, you remember this, oh, you remember that, just kind of the stuff you see, you get to talk with a typical fan, at a wrestling show. Like, I mean, like that's the kind of thing, like where you can go to I think I could, I went to that SmackDown, what was it, 3 years ago now, but
you had a good time there, right?
Yeah, I had a great time. Yeah. I mean, there was all these nice people and families and kids, and everybody was just into the, into the now. I mean, nobody's talking about booking or, it was just like, okay, well, this is great. We're wrapped up in the show, and it's like that's, kind of how it should be.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Zeus. I agree.
I mean, it's nothing to take away from what we're talking about, because we can't not talk about it, because it's just who we are.
Right. Exactly.
But like I said earlier this week too, if wrestlers have been protecting kayfabe like they've been protecting, how much or little they get paid, everything in wrestling would be a lot better off.
So here's something I want to ask y'all about.
Yeah.
Apparently this week on some deal, Jake the Snake Roberts said Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels were great. Don't get me wrong. But are they the best of all time? God, no. I would honestly put Kenny Omega above both of them.
Oh, my God. He did not say that. Come on.
He
stop,
did.
Pedro. No, he did not. Stop. Pedro, you're full of shit. Stop.
Okay.
So Jake's not sober anymore.
You didn't say.
Come on.
Actually say that, Pedro?
Yes, he actually said it. I don't know why I had to go with the Seinfeld voice there. Yes, he actually said it.
Oh my God!
Man, he is off. He's back. What is it? Is he back on the wagon or off the wagon?
I don't know. What is he? He's on something.
I know
he escaped rehab.
He made some other comment this week about he was complaining about the moves. He was saying people do all these incredible, stupid, horrible moves that make no sense, and they don't even win the match. And then the match that wins the move that wins the match is fucking schoolboy. I hate it. And it's weird you go from that to Kenny Omega is better than Flair and Shawn Michaels.
Right, because he literally does a million stupid things that make no sense.
He got pinned by jazz hands. I don't. I can't even comment on that. That's how stupid it is. I can't. What?
At least the roll up is conceivably is a wrestling legit wrestling hold, sort of semi.
I mean, I prefer a small package, but hey,
small package.
Who still knows how to do that?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Nobody with less than 20 years under their belt can do it.
Do y'all remember when Momo Nakanishi started doing the Momo Lat? like her version of the small package where she wrapped everyone up like a pretzel, sort of like she did it really fast. It would
No, I
almost
don't.
be like the Hurricane Rana position, but it would be this whole thing. I remember thinking, like, I don't think anyone can get out of such a roll up. I think it was like her finisher for a long time was the Momo latch. No one does it now, but it was a believable thing because it just looked like, oh, how are you even going to get out of this? All the limbs are entangled. Like, as a fan, you're just like, oh my god.
I hate. I understand the roll up. I get the roll up. I don't like the roll up because especially the way some people do, where they pull the trunks, but their arms, they don't have the arms pinned. So all the opponent has to do is lift the shoulder, and they don't do that. I'm like, come on. I mean, that was back in the day. Now I know it's ridiculous, but I mean, I guess I'm still mad at Kerry beating Flair, but still, that's just the way I think. I was never a fan of the roll. Never. I was like small package. I'm right there with you, Zeus, but the roll up, pass. Mm-mm.
Well, I've seen a lot of people do the Mahi straw cradle poorly. It boggles my mind. It's like, if you can't do something really well, stop doing it.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was.
That's when Dustin Rose
Jericho. Might have been Jericho. I saw
Jericho. Does Jericho do anything well at the moment?
No. I mean, this was even back.
Back when he's younger. Okay.
Yeah, and it was still crappy, and I'm just like going, because I'm pretty sure it was the '90s, and I was just like, I'm like, dude, like, you've been to Mexico and Japan, and you've seen, heavy metal do it. You've seen Ultimo Dragon do it. It's like, if you can't do it that good, don't do it.
Don't do it, right? I mean, you remember when Goldust did the Canadian Destroyer? The first time in WWE, that it was horrendous. It was horrendous.
How do you know? Because it's a horrendous move in the first place.
Right. Exactly.
When the first time I saw Petey Williams did it, I turned the TV off. I'm like, no.
Oh man. So talking about Canadian Destroyers, there was some squash match. I saw clips of this. It was Britt Baker versus someone on one of those YouTube shows. And the flow of the action was like she did like the sloppiest, ugliest like Canadian Destroyer. She did something else, and then I think maybe her stomp or whatever to the face or something before she won the match. And everything was just like it was like if you threw some kids in some tights and threw them in a trampoline and like go pretend do those moves you see on AEW. It was also sloppy and ugly. And I was like, wait, how many years has she been wrestling? Like, she's been wrestling a while before AEW, and here we are 4 years later.
It takes two to do it too, Pedro. Remember, it takes two to do it. The other person has to be giving as well. I mean, she can't do it by herself. I mean, any one person can't do it by themselves. I mean, like the whole time Peter Williams did it, he wasn't doing it by himself. So
can you point to me the match where Britt Baker has done anything executed well?
That's different. Yeah, Britt Baker. Yeah. Well, she get airspell DMD with her finger, so that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, at least she knows her alphabet.
Two of them, at least.
Yeah, at least. Like D M D. Oh, she got that right. Ah, look good. Best looking finger spell I've seen. Since Bret Hart. Oh man, I don't know. But yeah, I just don't want to see anybody. I just don't want to see anybody show up who's not supposed to be in WWE. Just don't do it. So, I don't want to see he jumped or she jumped or no.
He jumped, she jumped, they jumped.
I'm sorry,
So-
Zeus. What were you saying? My bad.
New Japan is saying that Switchblade is still under contract as of this weekend.
Okay. Well, Pedro was saying that he has a title. He has a title shot against Okada coming up soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In November. I mean, not November. Sorry, I'm stuck in last year.
Jesus.
February.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's still on the contract, so he's not going anywhere. Do I dare say the reformation of the Shield? No.
Well, no, Moxley's still in the AEW.
Yeah, he's still on the contract, right?
What?
Or is
Besides, you're not going to drop the bloodline angle for fucking Shield bullshit. I mean, come on.
No, you're not. I mean,
wait.
if this was in charge, yeah.
Okay. So let me back up here. Hold on.
Wait a minute. We'll get Zeus started, Brian. Don't get Zeus started.
I got.
What do you say? What do you say?
Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
Muda's last Royal. No, Muda's already had his
First
last
and
match.
last. Yeah.
Muda needs to show up for Muda's last Royal Rumble. No.
I'm looking at New Japan World. They have thank you Antonio Inoki special features. Is this that thing, Zeus, that was on the TV that had the Mass Superstar match?
Oh, maybe. Where are you looking at?
It's on the thing at the top, the what do you call it? Where the pictures go side to side. The slider. There you go, the slider. It's on the slider at the top. So when you're on New Japan World at least on the computer.
Oh,
so the first thing has the thing about February 4th, Ospreay versus Taichi, Shota Umino versus Naito. Then there's a thing about the 5th, which is Ishii challenging Zack Sabre Jr. for the TV title, Yo challenging Hiromu for the IWGP. Then the 11th is Okada defending against Shingo. Okay, so I got that wrong. And then February 18th, this is where I thought Okada and Jay White were fighting.
Jay White? Okay.
On the thing, but apparently they're just pictured on the thing. Then maybe they're not fighting each other. So I don't know. But then after that, you have thank you Antonio Inoki special feature. I wonder if that's that thing.
That would be interesting.
We'll have to watch that for the future.
Muda at the Royal Rumble.
There's a lot of thumbnails, so I'm trying to see if he's in any of these. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Can you imagine if Okada shows up wearing the Transformer belt? That's
good.
Just slaps Roman Reigns with it.
What? Do what now? What'd you say, Jay?
Okada showing up with a Transformer belt to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, so I clicked. It just goes to a list of matches. It just goes to a list of matches with Inoki. Okay, so it's not what I was hoping for. There's an Inoki versus Sting match. I don't recall these two. I don't recall this match.
It must have been one of those mid-'90s matches, like 95.
Yeah, it says January 4th, 95. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because, I mean, you know that Inoki went over.
Oh, this thing is multiple pages long.
Didn't Grace Muda's last match happen, right? It was last night or the night before?
Do what?
When was Great Muda's last match?
He versus Steve Williams.
It was last night or the night before last, or like the other day, or the one with
No,
Darby
it's
Allin
next
and
month.
Sting.
Muto's last match is next month.
No. That's Keiji Muda, but Great Muda.
Yeah, that from.
I haven't watched that yet. Did any of you?
I hadn't watched it yet either.
USA Network has 7 surprise appearances. Had 7 surprise appearances we might see at the Rumble. And Muda was in it. Nah, I can't be. No. Zeus will lose a gasket. Zeus will pull a gasket.
That match with Muda and Sting and Darby versus the other people. Did anyone watch that? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it
yet either.
I haven't seen it.
I know we found it on the Billy Billy, and I shot y'all that link, but I never got around to watching it.
Yeah. No. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. I'm still pissed at that. I'm still mad at that piss ad from Noah. How dare you? Some balls on that kid. The great Okada, what's wrong with you? I like the angle though. When he's pissed and backstage.
Oh yeah, he definitely got his attention. That's for sure.
Yeah, he had the little bruise on his forehead. He was pissed. Yeah, it was nice the way they did it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I probably a little bit of that was probably real, but you know, like yo, Young Buck, you kicked the shit out of me. Now I really got to fuck you up.
Young Buck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope FTR don't show up. Oh. No.
They could. I think.
They could, right? Yeah. Well, there's no tag team matches tonight, right, Pedro? No, right?
I mean, they got to do 2 Rumbles. I mean.
No, but there was a tag team match that maybe they could show up because they could, beat the shit out of whoever won the tag team match. There's no tag team matches. It's just Roman Reigns and Owens. It's fucking LA Knight and Bray Wyatt, and it's Bianca Belair and somebody else. Bianca Belair and no. What's the little girl's name? Oh my god. Here goes my sometime. You know the one that was hello, Zeus?
You?
Oh, I think we lost Pedro.
We did lose Pedro, yeah.
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 How are we still on and we lost him?
Well, thank God, that it's not dependent on him being here. So
yeah, he must have new hamsters.
Hey, his hamster had a seizure.
Brutal.
I could hear you guys.
I can hear you guys.
Yes, but could you see us? Could you see us with both of your good eyes, Pedro? Both of your perfectly functioning working eyes.
Well, but I don't have 20/20 vision, Zeus. I do have to wear glasses all the time.
Spaz.
Oh my god.
There's no tag team matches tonight, right? No, right?
No. Okay. On the fart thing, if they were to appear, I can tell you what the reaction will be. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Probably right. They'll show up on Raw anyway because there's no tag team matches tonight. So it would be a waste.
They're not going to be there. Don't worry. No one wants to see them.
Well, they'll have to go back on it. They'll have to eat a lot of crow for them to go back, right? Because they talked a lot of shit when they left.
Yeah, but so did Gallows and Anderson.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, they talked mad shit. Like they did a whole pay-per-view podcast special about talking shit about them.
Yeah, that is true.
Remember that whole deal where they were Turd Ferguson and whatever the names they came up with, and they were making fun of the Undertaker and his match with AJ Styles and all that shit. Yeah. So
now they may have had to go had a private session of the Kiss My Ass Club, behind closed doors. with no
Maybe.
cameras on
Maybe.
when they got back.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Oof. Alexa Bliss. That's her name. Jesus, I thought I was going to lose her.
You know, I tell you
So-
that it's a real struggle, like to keep some of these people fresh after all these years. Because I mean, she basically hasn't. She had one little change with the thing when she was kind of with Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
and that was like probably the most interesting and out of the way thing that she had done since she got to the main roster and kind of established herself. And then she basically went, after that was over, she kind of just kind of faded out.
Yeah. Not teasing it again, Yeah.
The what was the thing with her? She's very injury prone.
Yeah, she got hurt and she's never been the same after she came back from injury.
But she's been injured a number of times.
Yeah.
Like, she's very injury prone. I mean, that's why. Remember, you couldn't have strapped more of a rocket on Alexa Bliss than the WWE did, but then they scaled back so dramatically because she was so injury prone.
And I mean, not for nothing, but it's scary being in a ring with fucking the EST. That's a big woman. She'll fuck you up. She's strong. She could drop her the wrong way, or she could slam her the wrong way. Shit happens.
Well,
Bianca's in that.
She's an athlete. She's.
Oh, I was just gonna say she's in that Jeff Cobb territory of being like these freak athletes in a way.
Yeah,
she is freakishly strong.
Yeah. She's freakishly strong, and Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah, but Rhea Ripley. I mean, yeah. Well, they're both really big. Like they're both tall and big. So
yeah, I mean, she body slammed Gallows like it was nothing. I mean, still, say what you want. He helped out, but what? He's 6'6". I mean, she had to completely turn him over. That's a big dude. She just like dropped him on his ass with ease. I was like, whoa.
Wait until she body slams hologram Andre the Giant at the Rumble.
Oh.
5'7". Rhea Ripley's 5'7".
Yeah, 5'7", right? Yeah. So she picked up Gallows like he weighed $110.
How tall is Bianca?
Look.
It's got to be around the same. 5'6", maybe. But
yeah, it says 5'7".
Yeah, but Bianca's got muscles.
Yeah. So, yeah, those shoulders. Her shoulders are just. I'm envious of her shoulders. I see her shoulders. I'm like, man.
She was a track star, University of Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Your shoulders shouldn't be huge if you're a track star necessarily. Well, I mean, if you're a runner.
Yeah.
Unless you're Usain Bolt. I mean, that guy was.
I mean, but she did everything. Did she do the whole track and field thing? She shot.
Did she do it? Like,
yeah.
Like heptathlon and all that?
Yeah, all that shit at University of Tennessee, yeah. All that shit she did. She's an athlete, so, she's a legit athlete,
She's an athlete, a 1 in a million girl.
Not for nothing, but Alexa Bliss is like you could just, break over your knee,
James, do you recall once upon a time? This seems forever ago now, but do you recall Alexa Bliss took a little bit of time off from NXT to do some fitness competition, like a swimsuit sort of bodybuilding kind of competition?
Yeah, I remember
that. Seemed like forever ago.
Yeah, but again, when she's got hurt, she's never been the same. Yeah. She's never the same.
When she got hurt multiple times.
well, yeah, no, but the first time she got hurt, she came back, she was all right. It was the second time she got hurt. Yeah. She took almost a year off, remember?
Yeah.
And then when she came back, she was never the same.
Yeah. thinking about it, her physique was different in NXT versus on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
She was a little beefier, a little more muscular.
No, I'm surprised who doesn't get hurt, but I don't know how she does it. But she gets tossed around like a rag doll. She never gets hurt. Fucking Dakota Kai. And she's like a stick with a head.
Dakota Kai has been her. She has been injured a few times, but it's always the same injury. It's her knees. Yeah.
But she's like a stick with a head, and they just, they toss her around like nothing. Yeah. Her and Dominic use the same singlet.
Hey, I forgot to mention. So on that Usos versus Judgment Day match from this,
that was good.
Monday,
I enjoyed that. Yeah.
Do you know what surprised the fuck out of me? Was Dominic did a good job on the frog splash. Not everyone does a good frog splash, and he did a pretty good frog splash, I thought.
Sorry.
I was legit surprised because I see so many shitty frog splashes now. So I was like,
no,
oh,
does
he did
a good
job.
splash. No, does a good splash, Pedro. Montez Ford. But that guy gets ups. He soars through the air.
Who has the highest frog splash? Is it still Rob Van Dam?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if in his prime, probably.
Yeah. I don't mean now. I just mean like peak form.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rob Van Dam can barely do one off his bed. Yeah, but probably I would say RVD.
He has to bounce off what's her face?
No.
All her implants. He has to bounce off that to get the height
now. He can bounce off her lips. Jesus.
Yeah.
But his because his legs are just so powerful.
Yeah.
I really probably for his height. Unless you're talking about like maybe Doug Furnace or
Doug Furnace was good, yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is like
for
the most powerful legs for his size.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about Furnace, who was a legitimate world record, power lifter.
Mm-hmm.
And Furnace could do that perfect drop kick.
Yeah, tree trunks for legs.
Yeah, I think Rob Van Dam is probably like the wrestling, one of the most powerful sets of legs, ever, because he could drop you in one corner, go to the opposite corner, and hit you with the frog splash. And in big rings like WWE rings were big.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, he just, like you said, he could get the air up and out. He's just amazing for that.
Well, I think Montez Ford has the best ups. He gets so, I mean, the height that he gets is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Well, he does the bit of the oversell. Every time he lands, he oversells it, but he gets the height.
Well, that SmackDown I went to, and it was the Usos against Fart, and I mean, when I can't remember which Uso it is that did the splash, and he's like in midair, and then he looks at the camera and then like waves, on the way down. I'm like, he knew where the camera was.
That's hot.
He's flying down and nailed it. I mean, that was just
those
to me,
guys
that was just
so good.
That was fantastic.
Those guys are so good.
Yeah. They were very good. I thought they were way, way better than Fart.
Yeah, the Usos are fantastic, man.
I wouldn't go that far, but they're very very good.
Okay, Zeus, if you could take the Usos out the WWE and not have them wrestle a WWE match, I think they surprise you.
Oh, it's not that. I mean, it's just this era.
Right. Gotcha.
You know,
right.
I mean, because like, the Samoan SWAT team, especially, before they got really heavy,
Yeah.
they were, they did some incredible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They just, they were really good at what they did. Haku and Tama were really good at what they did. And of course, they were all believable. Like they were gonna, like they were just gonna kill and eat you. It's like,
you just gave me an idea, Zeus.
yeah.
As a run-in tonight, post-match with Reigns and Owens, Tamatonga, but nobody would know who he was.
Right.
That's the only thing.
There's a meet and greet thing today at some club here in Buffalo area, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The Godfather's there.
Oh, so he's not at the Rumble. Look at that.
And
the Ho Train.
Yeah, he's
you
there.
Got hoes with him?
I'm assuming it sounds like that kind of environment because like there's
he's probably got some of my family with him.
Well, there's like there's like a regular meet and greet from 1 to 3, I believe I heard on the radio, and then from 3 to 5 is a chill smoking session.
Nice.
Yeah, so you got to be
else.
Yeah, and it's at some club, so you got to be like 21 and up. So
nice.
Yeah.
Smoke a spliff with the Godfather.
Yeah,
Roll the fatty with this pin daddy.
But
I'm sure a few of my cousins will find their way up there.
I don't know if I told you guys this. So at that house show I went to in 1989 in Raleigh, they had the Samoan SWAT team and Samoan Savage. So it was Samu Fatu and
Samu Fatu, yeah. I remember him.
And they were wrestling Eddie Gilbert, Tommy Rich, and Ranger Ross.
Oh my!
Oh
God.
wow! Ranger Ross.
Oh my God! Ranger Ross.
Right. And so this, so we, of course, they had the Halloween music crank up, and this guy that was sitting near us, he said, I know a Samoan cuss word, and so when those guys came to the ring, he yelled out something like "oofa" or something like that, and I swear the Samoan Savage turned over and like he was like who the said that? I'm gonna kill somebody. Who said that shit? And we were like that guy right there.
Don't hit me.
Don't kill me.
Yeah.
This guy. No, he didn't point. I mean, but that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were really. I mean, they were just so physically big.
Yeah.
Fast. They had agility. They were not at all scared to fly off the top rope. When they came, you knew somebody was getting their butt kicked, and they did. They kicked the crap out of the baby.
Would you prefer Tiger Kid solo, or you prefer him with the SST?
Well, Samu kind of left,
right?
Or was it Fatu left?
No, I think
Fatu left a little early, and so it was kind of the two of them. One of them with Samoan Savage anyway for a short time, and then the other left, and then they ended up
with Tiger Kid and the other guy. Yeah.
Remember when they came out to the Halloween music?
Yeah, that's why I was just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought Tiger Kid was okay. He had his moments.
Yeah, I think for somebody who really wasn't a good talker, I think that he was.
Tama Tonga jumps Roman Reigns after the Royal Rumble. Oh. WWE will fuck that up.
Yeah, just have them. Who is this? Oh, of course, if Excalibur was there, I'd be like, oh, that's the guy. And you have Jim Ross being.
You would have to come in with Haku.
Oh.
You would have to come in with Haku.
It's Haku.
It's Haku. That's Haku's son. Blah blah blah.
It's crazy too. I think one of the last. Kind of gimmicks that moved back and forth from WWF and WCW was probably Barbarian and Haku.
Mm-hmm.
They used the same names in both, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Haku was Ming in WCW.
Right,
yeah, but I mean the what were they called, the tag team?
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
What were they called?
I don't remember. Zeus, you're fucking killing me right now. I don't remember.
Let me look it up. Hold on. There you go. I'll find out. Were they the Faces of Fear?
That's it. Faces
there
of Fear.
You go.
Yeah.
That was in WCW.
Yeah, but they teamed together in WWF too.
WWF, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, but WCW they were called Faces of Fear. What did WWF call them?
I think they called them Faces of Fear when they went back.
Really?
I thought they did.
Yeah.
Interesting. Haku's last matches were against WWF European Champion Diamond Dallas Page at house shows in February and March 2002. He was eventually released from the WWF in April 2002.
Oh, surprise entrant number 30, Ricky Morton.
What about his son? His son said he's had some big name legends kind of reach out, want to wrestle him here.
Whose son?
In the independents.
Oh, Ricky Morton's son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Bella and WWF, they were just part of the Heenan family. That's like before. We're talking about like after WCW closed and they came back for a little bit, right? Yeah. Yeah. So they weren't part of the Heenan family then, but
yeah. The Heenan family was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the thing too, is like, Heenan was the guy that, he was always against Hogan. It's kind of like, it's kind of like how J.J. Dillon was, always against Dusty.
Yeah.
And that crossed, that crossed, several promotions and,
Yeah. The AWA, he was managing Bachman against Hogan. Remember that? And then he comes to WWF and he's managing everyone against Hogan.
Yeah.
Bundy, I think Bundy was the first one, wasn't it, Bundy? And then it was did Hercules Hernandez was part of the Heenan family? Yeah, right?
For a short bit, yeah.
Yeah. Short bit. I know he had his run-in with Hogan. Bring back Fuji Vice.
Bring back what?
Fuji Vice.
What the hell is that?
You never seen Fuji Vice with Don Morocco? Oh, Zeus.
Oh, we gotta find this. Yeah, it's gotta be on YouTube or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was awesome. Remember when Miami Vice was all the rage?
Okay.
Well, yeah.
And then they did Fuji Vice. Him in Morocco. It was brutal, but it was great.
I'll share it in the chat.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, I put it in the chat.
Nice.
Fuji Vice. I mean,
Did y'all see that? I can't remember where I posted it, but it was a really young Don Morocco. Like I thought I put it in the group, but
yeah, you did a while back. I'm trying to remember what the context was.
But he was like just starting out. I mean, he was, was nowhere near as muscular. Just
yeah, he was a skinny kid. When he was in the AWA in the early 70s, he was like a skinny punk. He was like nothing. He had a big bushy mustache and like wild hair, and he was like a stick. He looked like Dakota Kai. Yeah. Seth Rollins is Brian Blair's pick for the Rumble winner tonight. So
I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked at all.
I wouldn't be shocked. If he becomes the fruition.
Hey, but before we go, I want to say I watched a match from CMLL this week. It was Volador Jr., aka Chris Kattan, versus Rocky Romero for the NWA historic welterweight title or whatever.
Rocky Romero's been everywhere lately.
Yeah, Bean had advised me to watch it. He said it was good, and I was a little skeptical, even though Bean usually doesn't steer me wrong on the lucha stuff. But I was a little skeptical just because nothing is good lately, right? So I was like, I'm not. But it ended up being a pretty good match. I was legit surprised. So I do think it's worth checking out. But
nice.
The Royal Rumble.
Some fun stuff post match with well, I'd give away spoilers if I said what happened, but yeah, there's fun stuff post match.
Yeah. There's no NXT special tomorrow, right? No, because of the NFL playoffs, right?
I have no idea.
They're not doing anything?
I have no idea. I don't know what's been going on.
They usually piggyback off the Royal Rumble and have a takeover of their own.
Let me see, man. Let me see.
I haven't
heard anybody talk about it. So.
No, I haven't seen NXT in actually about a week and a half. So I saw like half of one episode. So I say week and a half. Well, with all the stuff going on in my house, so I haven't really seen it.
No, so February 4th, they're having Vengeance Day.
Ah, okay.
So
yeah.
So yeah,
when's that, next Wednesday?
Yeah.
February 4th is a week from today, which is a good segue for me to say that we will not be on the air next week, because I will be on the air on Twitch for the CVO, the Classic Vintage Oldies Raid Train. So I'll be playing oldies on
so Pedro
Twitch.
Doesn't have to worry about us, Zeus. Okay, because we were the Twitch fans. All the proper people.
We can talk about that off the air. There's some interesting stuff last night, but
he's embarrassed to have us on the air with him.
Hey, Zeus acts almost like a mod sometimes on the thing. So I'm always happy to have Zeus there. Awesome. People come in, he welcomes them, he shoots them links and stuff. He's always doing all the kind of stuff.
It could help along because you're playing music. Because sometimes you don't do it as much anymore, but you would like almost stop a song when people would come into the
Oh right,
yeah. Right, yeah.
So I'm like, I'll like, hey, welcome. It's like, so.
That's nice. Look at that, Zeus playing the babyface tag team partner.
That's right. Because Bean's useless.
Oh damn!
I'm not lying.
It's funny because it's
That just
funny
came out
because
of nowhere.
there's so many things that Bean knows how to do technically, right?
Oh, that's
Like
funny.
with computers and software and stuff, but then like he claims he doesn't know how to use commands and stuff, and you're like, it's just exclamation mark in words.
Yeah.
There's like nothing to it. But yeah, so yeah, Vengeance Day is next week. It's Roxanne Perez versus Gigi Dolan and JC Jane in a triple threat for the women's NXT title.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker versus Grayson and Waller, and totally, continuation of their totally shoot
Oh
feud,
yeah,
right?
the fight at the PC Center. Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, "What is this?" And then they had a performance at a trainee film it on the phone. I was like, "That's gonna be the highlight of your career because you're gonna get cut in about a week."
They're having a steel cage match for the NXT title. Wesley's defending the North American title against D-Jack.
Yeah. That's Dominic Jakovic.
Yeah. And then the New Day are defending the tag titles against Gallus and Pretty Deadly in a triple threat.
Gallus should go over because why the New Day the NXT Tag Team Champions? I don't know, but Gallus should go over.
Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
That should be Carmelo Hayes all day.
And then Katana Chance and Kaden Carter defend the women's tag titles against Fallon Henley and Kiana James. I don't know who Fallon Henley and Kiana James are.
That's the girl with Briggs and Jensen?
I don't know.
Those two country boys, Pedro?
Yeah, I remember those terrible country guys. Yeah.
That's the girl that's with them.
Okay. I don't remember that. When I saw them, they didn't have a girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't have a girl at that time, so
okay, yeah.
I haven't watched in a long time, so.
All right. Yeah. NXT has its moments. It just needs. I think it needs another revamp, to be honest. It's just
the first few months of the Braun Breaker thing had people talking.
Yeah.
And you saw a lot of chatter about that, and then it just kind of fizzled.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, also it kind of came. It became a lot about Mandy and Toxic Attraction.
Yes.
And
that was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, it once again it had people talking, and and that's what people were interested in. But like kind of the other things that kind of kind of fizzled out, and there was that point where NXT was it was really a strong brand, and then they got to that point where they were like wrestling Raw, they were having matches against Raw and against SmackDown people, and then I guess Vince put the kibosh on that.
Yeah, he fucked up.
And that was probably about the time that Triple H got hurt and had to step back.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, he had heart issues.
Heart issues, yeah.
Right, but I mean, he had to kind of just take time out for a while. He wasn't.
Well, how about this? Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble. He challenges Roman Reigns. He drops the NXT belt to Grayson Waller.
No, that'd be a squash.
Well, he's got to come to the main roster sometime.
No.
How much longer are you going to keep him down there?
After WrestleMania, he goes to the main roster. Yeah.
All right.
But he's not going to win the Rumble. There's not how they're going to. I mean, that you got to go with the stories that they're laying out. And
well, then it's got to be Cody Rhodes, right? Or Sami Zayn.
Cody or Sammy, or potentially,
Yeah, I think Cody, Sammy, or even I agree with Brian Bell. I think that Seth Rollins, because of
Cody,
or like I said, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I hope
Yeah,
not.
they could.
I really hope not.
They could make Brock and Lashley at WrestleMania for the titles. I mean, they could do that. So
Aren't we tired of Brock Lesnar already?
It's not up to us, James. It's not up to us.
No.
It's up to the man
we're
who
not
makes the
the
decision.
target audience. It's that
The man in
man
charge
with
of
the
creative.
steroids.
Brutal.
Brutal. But I know. Oh, James, I know you need to get going. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I do have to go, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We won't be here next week. We'll see y'all hopefully 2 weeks from now. Everyone take care. Have a fun time at the Rumble, or watching it, or not watching it.
I'm gonna. I don't know. I really want to see, because it'll be a good diversion from everything that's going on here. Even though I can have my own Royal Rumble, I'll beat the shit out of all my cousins. But I would like to watch it. But I hope it's entertaining.
And since Zeus didn't see the opening, I'll play the opening as we go out.
Thanks to B. Brian Blair for hanging out with us. As always, good job, brother.
Thanks for hanging out, Brian Bell, and everyone take care and adios.
Fucking